Tansei Tanishi Buju. I am Samantha Loney, journalist with Simcoe Community Media, and I am here to bring you some continued news on the housing crisis in Simcoe County and Region 7. As some of you may have heard, the city of Barrie has officially declared a state of emergency due to the number of encampments that were found in the city limits. The mayor has estimated that there are 19 current encampments in the city, with 2 being shut down within the past 2 weeks. But we did want to bring you some comments from an observer of the press conference. Before we get to those comments, we did want to acknowledge that it has been almost a year since we were at the Busby Park encampment. We are happy to announce that one of the Métis men that we spoke to at that encampment is now currently in transitional housing, and we hope that he is able to find some permanent housing soon. But as you've seen from the mayor's declaration of a state of emergency, this housing crisis in the city of Barrie has gotten out of hand. And while we at Simcoe Community Media do not have the solutions for this housing crisis, we did want to speak to someone who is very well adversed in the housing crisis here in Barrie, and so we bring you those remarks today.
My name's Susan Eagle. I'm a United Church minister here in Barrie, but I also chair the Busby Board. Well, my reaction, first of all, I will say that I am that the mayor has identified a huge issue, and I don't disagree that there is an issue. However, the way in which it's being identified and where the blame is being put is of concern to me. I heard constant references to homelessness and lawlessness. Yes, we have some lawless homeless people. We have lawless other people around in the city too. But to equate every homeless person to a lawless person is disrespectful to people who are struggling to survive on our streets without much support. And the second thing I want to say is there was a reference to agencies shouldn't be looking the other way anymore. Agencies are not looking the other way. They are using every cent they've got and all the personnel they've got to try and address the concerns. What's happening is that there is not proper supports in place for the growing number of folks who are homeless in our city. So we need more supports. We don't need more police action, but we do need supports in place. The mayor himself identified that he believes there's about 600 homeless people, and then he mentioned they had created about 30 spaces, and then he went on to say some people turned down those spaces. There may be people who turn down a space because it's inappropriate, but believe me, it doesn't get left empty. There are other people who fill the spaces. The question that should have been asked was, how many actual empty spaces are there? The second question you're asking is about the appropriateness of places for people to be. Some of the places do not fit with people who are struggling with addiction, with mental health, etc. And some of them just are not compatible with the needs of the people who are supposed to be being helped. And so I think there needs to be more attention paid to the kind of help that's being offered, not just help. The mayor said today that if people don't want to get help in this city, they need to leave. I'm not sure what that meant. I'm not sure exactly what that means. He talked about people who aren't resident of the city, but then he said something about if you haven't lived here at least 3 years. Well, I know people who've moved into the community and have lived here less than 3 years, and they feel that they are residents of this city. So I'm not sure what definition he's using when he talks about people who are not residents of the city. I've just come from a breakfast where about 170 people were getting food. Some of those people actually have a home, but they have no ability to care for themselves because their income is so low that they need help. And so we keep pushing people into positions where they become more and more desperate, and then we blame them when they are desperate. So I think My appeal to the public would be, these are our neighbors, these are our friends. In many cases, they are brothers, sisters, relatives of people in this city. They are struggling, so let's reach out to care for them, not further stigmatize them as being violent, lawless, non-residents of our city. I will wait to see what the city actually does now that they have declared this public emergency. I did not see health folks here, and I'm not sure what silos the mayor is talking about, because he was here by himself with his city council members, and that already feels like a bit of a silo.
As you've heard, this housing crisis is a bit more complex than just having one level of government involved. We're going to need multiple tiers of government, many organizations that are involved with social services that can help these unhoused community members, as well as you yourself, a community member, advocating for more supports and housing options with your city council, your MP and MPP, even contacting the County of Simcoe and letting them know how you feel about the current housing crisis and what solutions you would like to be seen put in place is a way that you yourself as a community member can become more involved and help out with the unhoused community. Of course, Simcoe Community Media has been continuing to follow the housing crisis here in Simcoe County, so we encourage you to go watch our other reports on this crisis. Merci for watching, and we'll see you down the river.